Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So I wanted to make a real quick video here to talk about a few very important things regarding the channel here. So it was over a year ago, almost 2 years ago, I started a Patreon to help support me in my YouTube endeavors, and it was very successful. And it was incredible, the amount of support that poured out for it. But eventually, as I sort of established myself as a content producer, I started to branch out. And one of the things I tried was Twitch, and that definitely took off in a way that I did not expect. And half a year later, we were partnered, and now I do Twitch full time. I do, a good, I'd say six or 7 hours, 5 days a week. And so that doubled up with other real-life commitments and part-time work and responsibilities. Unfortunately, that made it really, really hard to find time to work on YouTube videos. I was sacrificing a lot of, what little personal time I had to work on YouTube videos. And so my focus started to shift away from YouTube and more to Twitch. But I really, really enjoy doing YouTube content. That's why How To Paladin came out today. It's finally done. That's why I have a short that's literally missing about 10 seconds of footage and a few voice acted lines before it's finished. That's why I have another short in the works already. I really like doing this stuff, but it's just really hard to find the time. And so I decided, after a long hiatus, that we would finally bring back the Patreon. And so what this means is, if you enjoy my content and you would like to, I cannot stress that enough, this is not like a request or anything else. If you enjoy the content and you would like to see it come out quicker, you can choose to support on the Patreon. If we are able essentially to reach a certain goal, I will be able to focus a lot more on YouTube because I won't have to worry about part-time work to make ends meet on top of Twitch. And so essentially I would do YouTube stuff in the morning and then Twitch at night, and I would just, that would be work. And so I wouldn't have to worry about anything else to keep a roof over my head and food in my stomach. So if you guys really enjoy the content, you want to see it come out quicker, you can choose to support. That is entirely up to you. Even if it's not very successful, that's fine. I'm still going to be putting out YouTube content. This will just kind of help things along, allow me to put a little more time into doing what I do. And on top of that, it's not going to be just, the shorts or the how-to guides. It's going to be other weekly YouTube content. I want to get back on doing that Final Fantasy XI playthrough, for example. I'd like to branch out and try other things too. Like, I'd like to try video game reviews, talking about video games. I've already started to branch out and do news for Final Fantasy XIV. I'd like to do that for other games too. I'd love to put out more content because I really like the creation process. I really like everything involved with this. It's incredible, and I'm incredibly passionate about it. And hopefully, as things grow and as I grow more consistent and just better at what I do, things will become stable enough on their own for me to just fully pursue this. But for the time being, it's like I have priorities. I have to have some things have to be pushed to the side so I can, actually make a living and survive. But so the Patreon exists. If you would like to check it out, there's going to be a link down below. Thank you so much for considering it. If you even if you pledge a single dollar, let me put it this way. If 400 people pledged a single dollar, I would be able to go full time on both YouTube and Twitch. Twitch is already, covering a certain portion of my bills essentially, but not all of it. And so if this other end, if we met this other end, I could just focus entirely on YouTube. YouTube wouldn't be a what's the word I'm looking for? Like a dead investment, if that makes any sense, right? Like, I can put out a YouTube video, I can spend 40 hours, 50 hours like I did with this How To Paladin guide or whatever, and it could make, $20, and it's like, that's not going to put food on the table for me. That's not going to, it's not going to put much on the table, versus how many hours I put into it and how much more I could have made doing, part-time work or whatever else. And so this would help me sort of fix that priority and push it towards YouTube, and at the end of the day, put out more YouTube content. But again, it's 100% up to you. If you feel like supporting, it would mean the world to me, but I by no means expect any of you to go out of your way to do so. Now, something else I wanted to tack onto this video before I wrap it up. A lot of people have been making requests for this to return. We had a few campaigns last year, but the Very Merri Dark Knight t-shirts are back for sale. These are the Twitch partner shirts too. And so if you would like to pick up a Very Merri Dark Knight t-shirt, they're pretty fucking cool. Done by Adam Fee from Twitch, and that would also support me a bit, and you get an awesome Very Merri t-shirt to boot. So that's also down in the links below, so feel free to check that out if you are interested. But above all else, I just want to take a minute here to say thank you so much for everything you guys have done for me over the past couple of years. We've come so far. It's a brand new year, 2017. I cannot wait to see where this one goes, and I look forward to producing more and more funny videos for you guys to enjoy for as long as I can possibly do it. So thank you guys. Have a great rest of your days, and I will see you again very soon.